What's up, Internet? How we doing tonight? Welcome back. Welcome your first time. Welcome. It's another wonderful episode of Play Economy. I am one of your lovely hosts, Rhinosaurus Rex, joined as always by the illustrious Spectron, and just in time, KG jumping on the show. We'll give him a second to load up. Tonight, we are joined by the lovely folks at Undead Blocks. Can't wait to get into it. Can't wait to play. Can't wait to invite random internet strangers to be friends with us. It's going to be fun. I am sitting here sipping on some bone broth. You got to get in the headspace of the enemy. I was also, I had a little sniffle, so you gotta get that health kick. But now I know why the zombies do it. All right, now I know. But to the people who don't know, Grant, while we're waiting for KG to pop up, introduce yourself real quick, say hi, and then we'll break into a couple housekeeping things.
Ryan, your tweets are absolutely just on another level. Like, I don't know how much you're getting paid for this spot. I don't know how much you're getting paid. They should probably increase it.
Yeah.
I need some loot coffins, whatever you need.
Whatever I need, thank you. That would be great.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, we were talking before we went live. It's just like, I don't know who you are anymore as an individual.
It is next level, right?
I mean, the Rhinosaurus is
the Rhinosaurus.
He will be extinct soon. So,
a firework. All right, I burn out quick. That's the idea.
Wow, like a Katy Perry reference.
I like to throw him back. Back.
Holy cannoli!
No. Let's not reference Katy Perry here. She's toxic. She's a curse. She's got a curse on her.
Ooh, I did not know this.
Trabuco photos with Katy Perry.
No, fill me in.
That's why FTX just went under. It was Katy Perry.
Katy Perry is
FTX
honestly,
it fell apart.
The reporting from the titles that have been coming out, Katy Perry is the reason FTX has gone under, should be a Wall Street Journal title for an article with the garbage that they're throwing out there right now.
It honestly should be. I know. Look at the articles. They have no clue. They have no clue. Look at.
Yeah.
No, you go back.
It's literally it's like now FTX is gone. How are we going to avoid a pandemic?
I know. And then the reason that FTX is down is because people lost faith in Sam Bankman-Fried, similar to what's going to happen to Trump. Like, what the fuck?
If I ever go down in a blaze of glory, please write my obituary like Forbes wrote Caroline Ellison's obituary. Please. Like, if I do, I don't know who I got to contact.
Yeah.
Ryan, write the obituary.
I will. I got you. I'll do it in a series of... I'll do it in a series of tweets. All right.
Visionary, tokenomics visionary, was very much smart, nerdy. It's great.
Yeah.
Lost $2 billion of customer funds. All the loot coffins disappeared. But
yeah. She's out. All right. KG, are you here? All right. Your screen is not working. We can hear you now. Ooh.
Yeah, I got some camera issues, but you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. All right, here. What if we... Nope. Well, you're just going to sit there as a black box that has a parentheses for a name. But that's cool. We'll make it work. Well, thank you guys for hopping in. Real quick, we do have some housekeeping real quick. I don't know. Last time we did this, Grant, you didn't see this lovely logo that's sitting above your head. Why don't I put my head there so you don't have to necessarily be associated with SX.bet if you don't want to. But they are a lovely sponsor of the show. And if you've been following along, like I know every single person here that is here tonight has, because you have nothing else to do with your time other than watch Play Economy, I'm a man of bits. All right? I love a good bit. I love a good joke. I love some good banter during an ad read. But tonight, no bits. All right? We're keeping it honest, keeping it straight. It's a time to be thankful. All right? It's that time of year. We're all giving thanks. So I'm going to take a step away from the bit ad read and just sing some thanks, give some thanks. So actually, Grant, KG, do you go by KG or Ka? We didn't have enough intro time to determine that. But
his name is Kevin.
Kevin. Oh, there we go.
Ken. Actually, it's Ken, not Kevin. But yeah,
did I say Kevin again? I did. This is the second time I've done it. KG, I'm so
It's
sorry.
all right, man.
And the funny thing is we're on LinkedIn too. It's just like I should know this.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, my name is Ken, like the ranch dressing. Okay.
That's right. I own my own dressing and steakhouse. Come on now.
Oh, there you go. Well, why don't you guys, real quick, what are you guys thankful for? You know, let's do a little heart to heart. All right, let's do a little heart to heart. What are you thankful for?
If we're going to even tie in the sponsor with SXBet, I'm thankful for football.
Hey,
I'm going to Detroit immediately after this podcast to go see
no shit
take on the Lions. Yeah,
I'm
heading out to the good old Windy City. Well, that's Chicago. Music City. No, that's
Music
Nashville.
City.
Motor City is what I wanted to say.
There we go.
Detroit Rock City from Kiss. So, no, and I mean, I'm thankful for all you guys that are watching. You know, obviously a lot has transpired in crypto and Web3 and just general in the markets from a crypto perspective. And if you're still here, you're gonna make it. I can assure you that. It's definitely, we have a lot to talk about. But definitely thankful for all the support you guys show us all the time. Thank you for Ryan and Wi-Fi-less Becca. For putting this on as well. So
she couldn't hear your thanks because the Wi-Fi isn't working, but I'll make sure to give that. And then KG, what are you thankful for?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm thankful for just all the people that are still in this space. You know, I've met so many cool people, and you know, last weekend, just getting the opportunity to meet some of these people in person when we went down to Nashville and had our live event. You know, it's people in the space that, you know, haven't vacated because of what the markets are doing, and they're still here building, and they're still here, believing in real projects, and that's what I'm really thankful for. These people, we wouldn't be here without them, you know.
Hells yeah. All right, you know, I guess. All right, what am I thankful for? You know, this time of year, it's a time for family. I got 2 wonderful kids, an amazing wife. I don't know. They fill me with joy beyond explanation. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you really get down to it, what I'm really thankful for, it's probably just that SXBet is the largest blockchain betting platform in both volume and users, with over 225 million in bets since its inception. I mean, what can't you say about that? And you know, it's at the same time, like, I just moved to North Carolina. I just got set up on this beach, and I'm like 1 minute from toes in the sand, saltwater breeze tickling my nose. So I guess I'm just incredibly thankful that you can bet on majors, professional sports, esports, crypto, NFTs, and more on SX.bet. So I'm just really thankful that that's all available on SX.bet. But like, lastly, like you were saying, KG, it's been a tough few weeks for everyone. I mean, especially everyone in crypto, but if there's one person that I always just rely on, that I can fall back on through thick and through thin, I'm just really thankful that SX.bet allows you to flip the script on traditional centralized betting platforms and allows users to own the house, not just play the house. It's pretty amazing. So it's really it's a good time to remember. So like everyone out there that's listening on the internet tonight, you know, if you're sitting out there taking a turkey, stuffing it full of bread, ducks, chickens, whatever you stuff turkeys with, pouring way too much cranberry sauce on everything, drinking gravy straight from the pouring cup, sneaking that 5th slice of pie once everyone has fallen asleep, watching too much football, whatever that football might mean to you, whichever country you are, World Cup, pour it out, and doing all that in honor of the fact that a long time ago the Europeans gave smallpox to the Native Americans all those years ago. Remember nothing else but them to be thankful for SX.bet. Thank you.
Nice.
And again, this is it. I'm not here for the bits tonight. I'm truly trying to pour my heart out.
Can you pull up the site? This is actually just off the cuff. I want to see this.
You want to see SX.bet? Okay.
I do. I want to see what I can get down.
All right. So the fun part about SX.bet, you'll see this in the show notes. It is not available in the US, so I will share my screen, but I can't actually do anything because I'm not able to do anything in the US. Which, if you were paying attention, one of my great bits from before, again, tonight was not a bit. All right, tonight was legit. Is the fact. Hey, and there she is. She's back. Let's get her back here in just a second. The thing is, I had a Frenchman And his number one gripe with America was that SX.bet was not available in the US. So here, let me pull it up. SX.bet. You're here. You're back. You missed it. You missed the not bit. You missed the not bit. But here we go. I can show it on screen.
Okay.
Here we go. So it's not available in the US. So again, I'm showing this and I cannot use it because my region is unsupported. I'm just putting that out there for anyone that is of a lawyer mentality. I have not accessed SX.bet, but here it is. This is what we can look at. They got a lot of stuff going on right now. We got
Ryan,
football.
I've had about 20 hours with our legal counsel this week, GameStop legal counsel, outside legal counsel, and they're going to be like, we finally got everything in line. Then they're going to pull up this late night stream. It's just us just on SXBet.
They're pulling the GameStop.
Give me the odds for the Bills-Lions game, please. Click on that NFL button.
NFL, here we go.
Bills minus like 7.5.
Bills minus 10. Minus 10. Here we go.
Oh my God, that's high.
I don't even want to look at my Steelers.
Let's see what we got. Where is it?
Okay.
Ooh, Steelers. All right.
Colts
Plus
are,
4, 5. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah. Underdogs all year.
All right. And then we got, all the stuff that's happening with the World Cup right now. World Cup. Things are happening. I wonder how much money the person won if they took the bet on Saudi Arabia over Argentina. Wow. What a big day. Shocker. What a big day indeed. All right. But as much as I love... Oh, I'm thankful for Undead Blocks 2, Prodigy Gaming. But the correct answer was being thankful for SX.bet because they pay for me to do this on a daily basis. All right, so back to what we're here to talk about tonight. Undead Blocks. Excited to have you guys on, checking it out. We are going to attempt to actually play with random internet people tonight. I've seen a couple folks show up tonight that I picked from the winners. We got Drew Man 314, 369, Diamond Hands, Adrian DeCastro, Tex 507814434, and Freddie Gravata. If you guys are out there, just make sure to ping me. I will shoot you a link eventually once we do a little tournament here in a minute, and we can have you guys hop on the stream and play with us. But Grant and KG, catch us up on everything that's happening in Undead Blocks world. We got some news. I'm excited to share it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, from our perspective, we like our position a lot. I mean, there's been a lot that has happened with crypto, with Web3, with FTX. We have a game, and I think that's why you build a game first. We have a fun gameplay loop. We're going to have multiplayer within 4 to 6 weeks in terms of the full game launch. You guys are going to be able to hang out with each other. That's when the daily earning goes live for that special subsegment of those that have a weapon NFT. We're doing a GameStop NFT drop on the 1st of December. We're going to be on the front page of GameStop Marketplace, I'd say maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Again, working with the legal counsel is like working with your sister. But everything is in line. All the ducks are in a row. So we're doing a 25,000 NFT loot coffin collection. It's very simple. You're going to get a weapon skin or skins. You can look for gold and silver ticket items, GameStop themed skins. We have a Thanksgiving skin, a shotgun that's in the image of a turkey that's going to be available too. So any of our skins from season 1 are going to be up for grabs. Eventually migrating over to cross-chain. Excited for that as well. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. A lot of people want this game. I think.
Hey, I just pulled it up on screen. I just saw it. Look, we got featured creators. Have you played it yet? Undead Blocks on the homepage of the GameStop website right now. Wow. How's it feel?
It's beautiful.
Listen, there's a lot of gamers. I mean, if you look at the Super Stonk post that got traction, I think it was yesterday. I mean, they had 2,500 upvotes. They had 150,000 people look at that post. Like, these are people that know nothing about Web3. They know nothing about crypto. They know nothing about owning an NFT, but they're interested in the game. And I think that's very good feedback for us. GameStop's promoting free games this month. They're promoting Kiraverse, which they just had their mint, then us, Undead Blocks, and then Illuvium. I think they're going to do some stuff with Illuvium after us. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Definitely stay tuned for the details on that drop. We are getting all the ducks in a row, but it's going to last about 2 weeks. There's going to be separate batch mints for these loot coffins, and they're all going to have different weapon skins. There are over 2,000 different combinations of what you can get from a loot coffin, all with different rarities. So Obviously, like gold and silver skins are going to be the most rare. But you can also get a Genesis Apocalypse packs, the stuff that we minted on the Ethereum network. They'll be like our gold and silver ticket items. So you can use those packs to access our daily earnings section, which should be live before the end of the new year, if not the first 2 weeks of January. So we're in a really good spot. We're very ahead. A lot of work going on behind the scenes. We just had a tournament in Nashville that KG was able to attend.
Yeah.
Do more person events in the United States as well. So, yeah, happy to answer any questions you guys might have. And definitely, we've made a lot of progress since the last time I was here.
I mean, I have so many questions about like earnings and how we take advantage of all of that stuff, which is fun stuff that you learn on Playconomy. But KG, you were in Nashville playing at was it a bar? I saw some photos where you were like, just people were in a tournament. Talk about this like live in-person tournament. That's so cool.
Oh, it was great. We had, hundreds of people that came through. We set up, we had a great setup with an open cash bar right behind us. And we set up a whole lot of computers, and I brought my screens, brought all my equipment down there, and we just had people come in and did the live tournament. It was a lot of fun. You got everyone on there trying to beat the next person's score. And got to meet a lot of the community that had I've been talking to since January. These guys, their voices, you've chatted with them forever, and to just meet them in person was just kind of makes it all real. It really does. And the competition was a lot of fun because you had some, most of these is competitions. You get some of these snipers that come in that have been playing Fortnite their whole life, and those guys weren't there. It was more the real. If you fit in the middle of the pack, you had a chance, So, we had a couple officers that were, working the event that actually came in and participated as well. We had a cook that was, from the taco place across the street. He came limbering over there, and he was a gamer, and he decided to get on there and do his best. And, the best part of it was, not all these guys are Web3 people. We introduced, I'd say at least half the crowd. They came in and they were Xbox or they were, PlayStation, and they played Call of Duty, but they had no clue what Web3 was. And just to introduce them to that game and see the response was, it was kind of mind blowing. It makes you really feel good that, you've been supporting this game. You see how it's built from, the beginnings with all the, hey, bugs or whatever, you're watching it from the ground up, and to see this, almost finished product and have these guys come in from, playing Fortnite and saying that it's just really good, really makes you feel great. And it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Yeah, so like one of the things that you guys have been doing since the start, which I really, really love, is like these tournaments where anyone can really join for the most part if you're either an NFT holder or even free to play tournaments that really just open it up. But you don't just like, you're not like the League of Legends, like only top 2 teams get a payout and only really the winning team gets anything that can like means anything. Like the way that you have it set up is like, even if I'm 50%, I still walk away with a little bit. Maybe it's just my money back in my pocket that I did when I bought in. Like that is, I think that opens the door for so many people to like that. It's just a drive. Like I don't like cool sports ball, but like if I'm like doing fantasy football or like I put down $5 on something, right? There's so much more kinship to what's happening, and I think you guys have been doing a really, really good job about that. So like, do you guys have is this like the plan going forward? What do you have a big tournament lined up for when this multiplayer drop happens? What's going on?
Ryan, what you just said epitomizes why I exist in every Bachelor pool I can get my hands on. Okay, I wouldn't watch The Bachelor without having some action and skin in the game. But it's fun, it's unique, it's fresh.
Who's your go-to this season?
I can't say I know anything about it. I just have something for me. I participate. If my man or woman is there with like 5 episodes left, I'll check it out. So I actually don't know who I have, but it's something that it's an example. It's like people that aren't into football, but they do auto draft. Yeah. Then they all of a sudden in 2 or 3 years they become a fantasy football maxi. We want the exact same experience. And the cool thing about all this stuff is it's free for us. It's sponsored. Like this tournament, the $7,500 tournament live in person in Nashville, is sponsored by Altera, which is another Web3 game.
Yeah.
So with the Immutable X grant that we get every month, we're going to be doing more tournaments. We're going to be doing a fractal tournament. They're merging over to Ethereum. So we've done a Poke Starter tournament. I think we've given away over $150,000 now in tournaments in the last 3 months.
Shit.
I know. It's stuff that not a drain on our treasury at all. When you're talking about how do you bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3, you have to give people an incentive to try the game. I look at our tournaments as like Coinbase Learn and Earn, where you get $3, but you learned about the token. Now all of a sudden you become emotionally invested into it because you have a little bit of it, and then you become a super fan. I think that's the exact same approach we're taking. It's working, and we're going to be doing a lot more of them in the future. But like this GameStop drop, we were talking offline. We crushed this, drop. It's $500,000 in revenue. That's going towards new maps. That's going towards more weapons. That's going towards more tournaments for NFT holders. Like all of the revenue that we generate, we want to circulate back to the community in some capacity, whether it's more content or more ways to compete. Like we haven't done a multiplayer tournament yet. We haven't done a unlimited wave-based survival tournament. Most of these tournaments have been 10 minutes, kill as many zombies as you can. And so like KG said, these Fortnite CSGO pros, they're the ones that are dominating now, but can you survive for as long as you can? That's where the playing field becomes level. Eventually with the blood boxes, I don't know if you guys have seen what the blood boxes look like, but if you ever played Mario Kart, your top Formula One driver isn't winning Mario Kart. It's the people that don't get hit with the blue turtle shell, or the ones that just happen to be in first, as the race ends. We want to take that same exact vibe, plug it into our game, make it more arcade style, less serious. I think skill-based matchmaking is really deteriorating player experience. So making it random, making it fun and unique, and being able to pay players out, sponsored, like it's just a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's kind of like a marketing cost, just to attract new players in to get them into the place in the first place. But then it's like for a lot of traditional game publisher marketing costs, right? You pay to get them into the fold, so that way they just like slowly milk you for all the dollars that you're worth and like hype you up because you get this cool thing that looks here. But you're actually like, hey, it's a marketing cost to get you in, but then like stick around. Like maybe you'll earn enough money to buy a new box, or maybe you want to invest in a new box. Like whatever the case may be, we're just happy that you're here. Like I love that mentality. Right.
Ryan, back. I don't know if you guys have ever played Counter-Strike.
I did back in the LAN party. Yeah.
So you got to, they give you the crates for free after playing games. You have to buy the keys. So we're taking the exact same approach where you can grind this game and you grind it for a month. Yeah, we'll give you a $10 asset. Hell, you've stuck with us for a month and you had playing a game. We'll give you something that's worth $10. But you can open that loot coffin and you get a skin worth $3,000. We don't know. So now you're getting people to play for the love of the game. And eventually, we want them to go out and say, damn, that was cool. Like I'll go buy a loot coffin for $10. That's microtransaction. That's freemium model. Now it's something that hasn't really stuck on with a lot of PC games, but we're bullish on the fact that I think the Web3 crypto enthusiasts that are out there are going to be more open to this. But mobile is in development as well. And I think mobile gaming is where we really take off, where we can provide serious utility for our Undead token. And then eventually getting into cross-chain, not just going with Immutable X, but looking into other chains like Polygon, potentially like Wax. Again, there might be some things in motion, but can't really say at the moment. But just know that it's something we want to be multiplayer, multi-chain, where it doesn't matter if you've been exposed to the Avalanche ecosystem, Polygon, Immutable, straight Ethereum, nothing about crypto, you can play the game for free. That is how you bring in as many players as you can and as many people that play the game as possible. That's what all Web3 games should be looking at right now. You can't gatekeep your collection and your ecosystem to 3,000, 5,000 people. These profile picture collections are really the worst thing for us because they are 10,000 or less, and then they just restrict the amount of people that can really grow. Like the Bored Ape Yacht Club has how many holders now? 4,000? Like how can you make noise for millions of people where you can't give them access to actual ownership? I mean, you're talking about other games, they're charging $5,000 for a piece of land. What the fuck is that? Like then you have to pay a developer to build on it. Like you're not a Web2 gamer is going to be like, I'm going to go play Fortnite. Like that's really the vibe we want. I'm curious on your guys' perspective as well. You guys review all the top games, so would love to hear your thoughts, but that's how we see it. We want to make this game available to as many people that have ever played Call of Duty Zombies, Call of Duty, Halo, PUBG, Overwatch, the like, Mario Kart, and then just let them go to town.
I mean, from the first time that I kind of sat down with you and we kind of just talked about what Undead Blocks was and kind of did this, I think Because don't get me wrong, I think like the marketing costs drawing people in, like you can own your assets, you can earn money, you can potentially sell the assets for a lot later. Like I don't think everyone's gonna make a big payday but they're all gonna like the thing that I believe about this game over everything else is like it's a first Web3 game that's coming out that offers like the sweet perks of Web3, but I'm still such a believer. As soon as you have teams, when you have the 13-year-old kids that get home from high school and like it's them and their three best friends and they log in and they're like, I'm winning enough money so that I can go to the movies this weekend with my friends and we can watch the new like Halo movie or whatever that's coming out, and we did that because we were playing video games every night after school, and we squatted up. Like that right there is when this game goes parabolic. Like that's what a lot of I think when we're talking to a lot of Web3 games, like they all have good mechanics and they're like our tokenomics are strong, and I think we're gonna do a lot of great stuff with the NFTs, but it's like they almost miss the forest for the trees on a lot of this stuff because like there's just like the reason that a majority of gamers are between the ages of like 15 to 30, right? It's like, I mean, I'm a behemothly old human being, so like I fall outside of that category, but I still play games. But the only reason I can do that is because I literally made my job which is this, for at least 1 hour a week. So I have that, but like that's that community build is really what's gonna I'm such a believer in that. So that's what I think you guys are doing really, really well. On top of all of the fun stuff that comes, like the reason people jump from or being willing to try something other than their Call of Duty, other than their Overwatch, is because like, oh shit, like you're telling me you can give me money to play the game? Like that's the jump, and then it's everything else that comes with it. That's the normal gameplay. Man.
So Ryan, you touched on a lot there, and I'm going to go a little bit deep here.
Go deep. Let's get esoteric.
What we've learned from this bear market, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
yeah,
is that we work in crypto.
And I know.
How did most people end up in crypto? They're speculating. They want that 100x. They want something to explode. And what better way to give them what they're looking for than by giving them a game where they can earn something for free, unlock a super rare asset, and have it gobbled up? Or if you have a weapon NFT, you're playing the game, all of a sudden you hit the Zbux, maybe you for the first week you play, you get $1, $2, $2.50, and then bam, you randomly earn $100.
Yeah.
You'll never stop. Why do you think in the just straight power, again, this is not gambling, this is not financial advice. Why is the Powerball the most powerful lottery in the United States? Because it's
there for the education. It's there for the education. All right. We're funding schools.
The schools, but mostly it's because you pay $1. It gets you excited for the day. You're like, holy shit, like I could win this. Then you log on at night, you take a look at the TV, and you probably didn't win, obviously. So we want this to be where no one can lose, where only people can come into our ecosystem and either have fun or win. Yeah. If you have fun, you feel like you had a good time. If you come in and you're playing in a weapon NFT holder mode and you know that there's a potential chance that you get a huge payout one day, very unlikely, but it's there, you'll keep playing. You will keep grinding. And we can do all of this and make it sustainable just by generating revenue through free-to-play cosmetics and sponsored tournaments. We need people to play. If I get 50,000 daily active players, I can go to every Web3 game on the planet, including Star Atlas, including Illuvium, and get them to advertise in our game because every Web3 game needs users right now. Every Web3 game, like you said, has ironclad tokenomics, ironclad utility for the NFTs, but they don't have actual people to play the game. They just have people that are speculating on the assets. We have a lot of community members that are the same way, but most of our community members come in and they say, we see the vision, we see where we're going, and we're on board. And they're the most supportive motherfuckers I've met. A lot of people have given us critical feedback. I would say I'm the most bullish on Web3 of every person that's been on your show in terms of play to earn. Most of them are dodging it. Look at DigiDaiku. They're all saying free to own. Well, what happens if you do free to own, but nobody wants to own the assets that you give them? What happens at that point? Shrapnel comes out and says, like, we're going to mint NFTs and you can play the game and you can lose it all, but you can go back and buy more. Like, we're not the gambling type. Like, those games are awesome. They all have their different communities. We want to be the one ring to rule them all, like Lord of the Rings, where it's we are platform agnostic. PC, Mac, mobile. We are crypto agnostic. Any of the chains that you're ever supporting, plus free to play, where you don't even need a chain or know any crypto knowledge, and then skill agnostic, where people can come in the game and they don't feel like they're getting overwhelmed by the CSGO Pro, by the Fortnite Pro, where anything can happen at any given time, where it is more random. I think that's really going to bring in the most amount of players.
Nah, I hear you.
On top of that, too, think of you're owning your own asset on top of that. Think all those Fortnite people that get all these skins that are cool, and months later they're just sitting there and doing nothing because they want the next new skin. Now they can turn around and sell these skins. That whole owning your own asset is really huge as well.
I mean, the number one thing that I have to give my cousins every Christmas, so it's coming up that I have to go buy some Fortnite dollars for them, and I just know how much money they've poured into that. With I got 2 small boys, 1 and 3 years old, and when they want to start buying video game items from me, it's going to be a great educational moment, right? It's like, what's the business plan? Who are we farming this thing out to so it earns us some money? What's the resale value? What's the ROI EBITDA over the next 5 years? This is a learning moment for us. I'm definitely just cultivating a family of scholars. So just so you know, I'm going to build my own guild just out of babies that I have myself. But so that's, I don't know. It's just all that kind of stuff is really, really cool, I think. I did say, Kev Dog brought up an interesting point, though, and I want to make sure, I want to talk through this a little bit. But it's not really free, though, because you have to buy the weapon NFTs, which is true. So I'm curious, the NFT drop that's happening on GameStop, do those NFTs get you access to the play to earn mechanics?
They do not get you access to the play to earn. Only there's going to be 106 out of 25,000 that do. Very, very rare, but they will be there.
Okay.
They will be there.
Okay.
And these are just for GameStop gamers that know nothing about play to earn, that know nothing about crypto, that just want to own their stuff. And that is the approach we're taking with GameStop.
That's awesome.
That's the approach we're going to take with most immutable exchanges.
Okay.
And the reason why is because we can't hyperinflate the supply of our NFTs.
But
these are much cheaper. If you want to go get if you pull up the Genesis or Apocalypse packs, cheapest one's like $200 a piece. That's just what the market has set for a floor. The cheapest loot coffin is now $10. I think it's about $10.50. So that's a much more manageable cost for someone that wants to play the game for fun, but you still have a chance to get a daily earning asset. But for the most part, you're going to get a cosmetic that you can use in our game for multiplayer. Our goal is to have a multiplayer beta within a week of when the reveal is for these loot coffins on the 1st, which is December 15th. We'd like to have a full multiplayer beta where you guys can play with one friend, squad up. We're going to go with duos first. If duos is going well, we're going to open it up to more people, but we're going to start small with this because it's very sensitive, right? We want to leave a good impression on a lot of the GameStop community. The GameStop community, their legal team, they're doing all this work because they're putting a huge paid marketing push on for us. It's going to include YouTube ads. It's going to include.
Are you serious?
They're going to send out. Yeah, they're going to send out an email to their 6 million Pro Pass gamers. That's 6 million people.
Let them know that let them know that Play Economy is let them know Play Economy is out there hanging out, showing them all the Web3 games, but we mostly love Undead Blocks. If you just a little shameless plug out there to 6 million people, that's fucking amazing, dude.
It's insane. GameStop community is insane. We just one post on Superstonk got us 150,000 impressions. So when this email goes out to 6 million people that we're doing an NFT drop, that's 6 million people that get exposed to our game. And
if you're an NFT holder right now, feeling good.
We've been aggressively tracking the data in terms of what people are saying about the game. And it's about an 80-20 split, where 80% of the people say, oh, this is dope. 20% of people say, fuck this. I'm going to play Call of Duty Zombies. We get that. Those 20% of people, we're not going to grab right now. We get it. We know where we are. We're going to have a huge post in a Superstonk thread. I wrote up a manifesto that got approved by the mods. It's disclaimer, we are not Call of Duty yet. Give us some time talking about the new mechanics, talking about owning your stuff, but we're making the expectations very clear. We are not a quadruple A game where we have 250 developers. We have 30 full-time developers that work for Wagyu, and they're very talented, but it's going to take more time, and people want more maps, more weapons. It's all about appeasing expectations. And back to that comment from the community member, it's The weapon NFT people benefit from all of this because every dollar we drive through revenue through free-to-play cosmetics at a high margin is every dollar that we can use for more tournaments, more daily earning, more drops for those people that have weapon NFTs, more in terms of development for mobile, maybe, more maps, stuff like that. We have to drive revenue. We were talking about this offline. A lot of these Web3 games, they don't have a revenue generation plan. They mint or they raise VC money. I mean, we did $1.5 million in a venture capital round. We're closing up another round of funding, and
good luck.
Like that can't just be your only revenue.
Right.
That you have to give them something that turns the revenue generator on that eventually says, okay, we don't need these people. Like we're outgrowing them. And I mean, look at FTX. I mean, we're going back to that example. They raised billions of dollars. The Ontario Pension Plan, Sequoia, these huge VCs dumped all this money in their platform. And what they did with it was criminal. What we want to do with it is give it back to our community through the way, like you said, marketing spend. Instead of doing Facebook ads, YouTube ads, run tournaments, run stuff to get people engaged. Like I told Ryan offline, Becca, that when our loot coffin goes live, we'll probably give you guys a couple hundred, loot coffins to rip and just give out to community members. Like at the end of every single one of your stream, we're gonna do an Undead Blocks loot coffin. Like stuff like that. It gets people engaged. It keeps people around. So many people came in this industry looking for 100x, and what we're developing and the vibe we're creating is something that's going to outlast 2, 3, 5 years of a lot of games that just show up, they do an NFT mint, they raise a token, they dump it, and then they go to zero. So that's really
I mean, we've all had, or at least I can say this, have had experiences minting like at an NFT project, and they had all these promises and then they just disappeared.
The roadmap. Look at the roadmap, though.
Founder dies during mint.
Yeah.
And then they pump, and then he's revived, and then he dies again.
Mint for a cause. Like, show me a game. That's why Ryan and I are so bullish on Web3 gaming, is that there's actual utility there. I'm doing something with these digital assets, right? And other things, it's just, fingers crossed that they're going to build something cool. But oh my God, you just became Oprah.
I know. You get a loot crate. You get a coffin. Yeah.
Well,
and also,
I want to ask you.
Real quick, I just want to do this. I want to pull up. We have one of the first players, Diamond Hands himself, has showed up. So I'm going to pull him up on stream now, just so he's here, just so everyone can see. All right. And he's going to be playing Undead Blocks here very shortly. But continue your point with Becca real quick, Grant.
You were at NFT London. How many playable games are there? Like Immutable X is a $1 billion company. They're on the front page of Forbes. How many playable games were with us in the gaming lounge? 3?
Yeah.
4?
Yeah.
We're so far ahead. We have to just continue developing.
Yeah, but I would almost not even use NFT London as a proxy for that, because they don't have like a crazy outreach strategy. So unless those games knew that was happening and they you know what I mean, then it wasn't. So that's I understand what you're saying, and we're definitely early, but yeah, I would definitely look towards what is the Web3 gaming conference, right? What does that look like? Does that exist yet? If not, maybe we should start it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
The Beccatron Web3 gaming.
Yeah.
There it is. Well,
sponsored by Blockworks.
Can we call it permission? Ryan, can we call it permission?
Permission? Yeah, you permissioned gameplay. Yes. There you go. There we go. All right. So excited to have you here, Diamond Hands 369. Thanks for hopping in on the stream with us. All right, so what I'm going to ask you to do is pull up your Undead Block. So what we're going to do is, I don't know if we have anyone else lined up. No one else has messaged me. So if DrewMan314, Adrian DeCosto, I saw there was a couple people that actually showed up tonight that were in the chat that commented. We're going to have you play live, show off the gameplay. So pull it up on the back end if you want to share your screen. I'll throw it up here while you're playing. We will have the man who built it, both KG and the men who built it, Grant and KG here, not only tell you how good and or bad you're doing, but we could talk a little bit about the play. Kev Dog wants to play. He'll play. All right, Kev Dog. Let me shoot you a little.
Can everybody hear me? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're good. I guess. Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have seen him play in person before, so I've already seen his gameplay.
KG's better than me, though. He's being humble.
All right. So, Diamond Hands, tell us a little bit about yourself. What drew you into responding to this wild tweet that was out there asking you to come on a random stream for the internet?
Of course. I mean, who wouldn't love to join a random stream on the internet, especially if it's your favorite game? First off, I want to say hi to Grant, KG, everyone in the stream,
There you
everyone
go.
on YouTube. Thank you so much for pulling up and showing up. Pretty much what got me into crypto gaming in general is about a year or two ago. I was really deep into crypto and I saw games really being developed, but there wasn't that much actually out there. Nothing was actually truly finished. And once I came back and looked, I did a thorough look at all of these games, and Undead Blocks really, really stood out, like out of all the games. I love zombies. I really got into it. I love the gameplay. It was smooth. It was honestly, it blew my mind how advanced it was compared to the other games. So ever since then, I just really been like pursuing this game. I really I saw the tournament in person and thought to myself it'd be a great opportunity to meet everybody. I used to be on well, not used to. I started off on ZNN a little bit, and they really like put me on and told me like, yo, if you stream this event, we'll stream you, and the rest is history, man. Now I'm here, and I saw your tweet, and I love the the exposure to be with anybody. I feel like I'm myself, and I can really mold with anybody, and I think
Hell
it'll be
yeah.
a great time.
All right, Diamond Hands 369. Let's see what you got tonight. All right.
All
Why
right.
don't you share your screen, share the window. We'll pull it up here. We'll play. And then we'll pontificate some more about the future of player ownership, I believe. Also, KevDog, I'm trying to figure out how to do this on YouTube, how to get you a private message, because I'm not trying to open up to everyone on the internet. Here we go. Here we go. Show that stream. There it is. Look at that lobby. The AKM assault. Let's do this. Do you have any
$1.34 too in gold Zbux? So
Yes.
you get yourself an Arnold Palmer, like a half and half, or
Right,
There you go.
piece of candy.
like a McDouble.
Not even a McDouble
There we
nowadays. Inflation's crazy.
Get yourself a Moonbird.
There you go. I know. Yeah, right back down to the mint price. Here we go. All right. No, you're good. So what it's at, like is the NFT drop the next big thing that's happening? Is that the biggest? Is that
Here's
what
the
you're like
timeline.
most working towards? Yeah.
I have probably done 22-hour days for last week, being on call with legal counsel from GameStop. Like this, getting on the GameStop marketplace, like I said earlier, is like working with your sister. It's just like very volatile, lots of screaming, lots of shouting. But we're going to get it done. We are going to be on the marketplace on the 1st of December. And once we reveal the skins on the 15th, our goal is to have a multiplayer beta available to the public, and then going fully live at the end of the year. We're looking forward to offering the daily earning with the duos mode, where you can squad up with a friend. Eventually, once the server can handle 2 people, we'll open it up to all 4 characters. But yeah, we're going fully live with it. It's about 6 weeks away from full game release, and then it's just more maps, more content, more loot coffin giveaways, more streamers. We've been talking to people from 100 Thieves, FaZe, Luminosity. We've got some streamers lined up.
Dude. So that's what I was gonna ask. Like, especially because this has such an esports element to it. Like, how are those people responding? Like, not naming names unless you want to name names. Like, how are they responding to this?
Like, the top one we're working with is FaZe Blaze, who is from FaZe Clan.
Okay.
His name's like Lucas Mosing, and I mean they love it. They're
Doxed.
The reason why, doxed. The reason why they love it is because they played a lot of OG COD zombies.
Right.
And Call of Duty Zombies is trash now. I mean, it looks beautiful, it's aesthetic, but people don't like Vanguard, the zombies approach.
Whoa.
And Call of Duty's focusing on Warzone.
Going into the Matrix. Sorry. Whoa. All right, there we go. We're back. All right. All right, Diamond Hands.
Sorry, had to make it smoother.
It's all right. It's all right.
Call of Duty is moving away from zombies and they're focusing on Warzone. Completely get it. They run their own business, monetization. They really never monetize zombies besides the DLC packs. So that's why we chose zombies in the first place. Look, there are going to be dozens of Fortnite, PUBG, Apex competitors, or like I call them Fortnite lights, Pureverse, for example, where they're all battle royale. Battle royale, that seems to be the hottest thing. Everyone's saying when PvP.
Right.
A Web 2 gamer is going to say, I'm going to go play Fortnite. Like, I'm going to go play Call of Duty. Like, a PvP basically says, okay, one person has to win money, one person has to lose. Unless if you say, okay, if you don't make it a zero-sum game, you kill someone, then you earn. Like, you can do that. But our approach, kill zombies or in crypto, it's very simple, very unique, and it's much easier to get online. When you're looking at traditional PvP, it's the split-second reactions that make the difference between a win and a loss in terms of a kill. Like, if you're just playing a 6v6 counter-op, like Search and Destroy. From our side, this is something that we can incorporate very quickly, make it look AA and a half, make it fun, but allow you to own your stuff and give us time to really ramp up the AAA quality with, we have our own soundtrack. We have the Resident Evil composer that put this together for us.
Nice.
Oh, shit, are you serious?
Yeah.
That's pretty legit.
Yo, that's dope.
You guys haven't even seen the new zombies yet. I mean,
you guys haven't.
These are placeholders. What you're seeing now.
New zombies.
New zombies. There better be. We talked about this originally, Grant. When we first had you on, we talked about making a Bekatron and a Rhinoceros Rex zombie. Where are we in the development of that? I haven't been asked yet to do a 3D rendering of my face so that you could take a bite out of it and then put it in the game.
We could do a Bekatron zombie because the boss zombie is a football player. Like we could make it like a Megatron, Bekatron sort of.
There you go. There you go.
Ryan,
should probably do better. Yeah.
We have a police officer that attacks with a baton, so I feel like that's kind of you because you're basically like the sheriff of Web3 gaming.
Yes.
With the way that you approach, your content. So we could definitely make something happen.
All right.
Maybe make you guys characters in the game too. Like eventually we want to use AI to allow you guys to play as yourself. Like who knows? Maybe we get you guys in the studio and make your own voice lines. A lot of stuff we can do. We get very creative with it. But yeah, you'll see a milkman, not a milkman zombie, a police officer zombie, a football zombie, a football zombie.
Ryan too. I'm milkman.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm a redhead. Hey, if there's one person that is my father, it's definitely the milkman. So let's be honest out here. Yeah.
Get a DoorDash zombie.
Yes, the door. There's the cop. We have the football player, businessman.
Oh man, the
businessman where he attacks you with his briefcase.
No shit.
That's definitely KG as a business developer.
maybe 20 years ago when I had to wear a suit, but no more, my friend.
And hot damn, we're up to 115 zombies, by the way. I just want to call out, I feel like this is a pretty good run. I think when I did this, I killed about 7 zombies. So I'm glad we called up random internet people as opposed to, Diamond Hands 369, not random internet people.
I'm lagging so hard. I'm trying my best.
Ryan is the chat roulette king of Web3. Okay?
Hell yeah.
That might be the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
when people ask me what's the coolest thing about working in Web3, it's never wearing a suit again. Like when I was at GS, at Goldman Sachs, I was suited up all the time. I just felt stiff, like just fuck my life. Like this is the coolest shit ever. So we're gonna make this work, and definitely appreciate you guys having us on. You're an absolute blast, Ryan. You're just cracked. I don't know. People think I have high energy, and you just come in and just absolutely just smack me in the face. With
it's all about the energy.
Blowing out the mic.
I try, yeah. I try actually. So if you looked at all the settings, I actually turned my mic down as much as possible in comparison to everyone else's to try and help out, but I still can't help myself. We also have KevJog20 lined up, ready to play, I think, here in a minute. So I'm just saying, you got a big score that you got to get right now, Diamond Hands. But you're kind of setting the bar.
Thank you, man.
But you said,
having a lot of fun.
You said, good. Grant, you said one thing in there that was really, really interesting, which I didn't know that they're doing away with zombies with Call of Duty, and they're moving all into is it going to be like an MMO?
I'm sure they're going to release another version in 2024 or 2023.
Yeah.
But we've got basically 2 years of runway where no one's playing Vanguard, and they're not updating it, and they're just focusing. They're going all in on Warzone. So the Web3 content creator, the Web2 zombies creators like FaZe Blaze, Noah J is another one that we've reached out to. These guys know this. Yeah. They know where the world is moving, and they do have a huge legion of zombies fans. Now consider The Walking Dead. Walking Dead is finally sunsetting after 15 years. They're done.
Wow.
You're looking at that game disappearing. People are looking for more zombie-related content. It's another place we can win. Train to Busan was a legendary movie in Asia. Like we're going to start putting in some of those vibes, working with traditional Web3 games. Like we've talked to a couple actors from The Walking Dead about getting them into the game. Like everything is on the table. We're throwing all the spaghetti at the fucking wall.
Yes.
Timing.
Oh my goodness. If you had
think about the mobile too. I mean, we haven't even talked about.
Yeah, the mobile thing is wild to me. I think that's going to be super cool.
Someone leaked the video of what the mobile looks like, and we had to immediately pull it. But there is a mobile version that is floating around where you can actually play Undead Blocks on your browser. You don't even need to download, or you can play on your phone. So
No
it's
shit.
stuff that is in development. It's going to take some more time. I'd say we're 3 to 6 months away, but we are just so far advanced with
Yo.
our biggest competitor, which again, we're not all competing against each other. That's
Right.
misnomer. But if we could compare to one game all the time, it's EV.io, and people say, oh, they like
Right.
the fact it's in the browser.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go ahead and make a browser-based version. Fuck it.
Wonderful.
Why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you're going to
Yeah.
have the client, you're going to have a browser-based version, and you're going to have mobile. Like that's
The mobile, can it still do multiplayer with mobile? Like, is that, dude?
And it will have the D-pad where you can shoot, you can maneuver. It will be just like a mobile zombie shooter, like Dead Trigger, like Last Day on
I think,
Earth.
the amount of players I think you're going to get from having a group mobile from like everywhere outside the US and the UK, like the amount of people that are going to come on and be able to play this game, like that is wild.
Yeah.
Like that is wild to
You
think.
guys
Ryan,
mind
if
I
you were to
comment
make me a
something?
T-shirt. Oh
Yes.
yeah, Diamond.
Yeah.
Hands. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I actually play EV.io, and the fact that you're even moving to the browser is insane because that was the biggest thing that onboarded me. The ease of use, the ease of access. You guys have a downloaded version, and it's going to be browser. They're killing the game, guys. Sorry, had to say.
Yeah.
Killing the game.
Nah.
Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna make me a T-shirt, it's gonna say platform agnostic, chain agnostic, skill agnostic. That's the
Woo!
three.
Diamond Hands 369 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. There you go. That'll be the bottom. So that I think is really, really cool. The other thing, that's Mini Royale. Nations did this, and EV.io did this with the browser onboarding. I think that they bring a really, really interesting point to what happens in Web3 games, which is like the amount of strife it takes to actually get into playing with like wallets and all that kind of stuff. And so I loved how with EV.io, I think, Becca, you told me about it. And then I hopped on the website, and in 2.5 seconds I was playing.
Exactly.
I think that is huge, even though at the, the gameplay, like the graphics and stuff isn't, it looks like they're getting better on it, but like that, the graphics were made up for the fact that I was on in 2.5 seconds playing. So if you could take this and do that with that, like the ease of I'd show my brother tomorrow. I'd show my grandmother in the grave, and she would come back as a zombie and eat my face. But like like that, yeah.
Let's just comment on that for a second. What is the greatest amount of zombies that have ever been killed in one of these?
Yeah, holy shit! Diamond Hands.
554.
What did you get? What was the score?
So
554.
No, I didn't get 500. I did really bad and got almost 300, but I did get 500 and something before on the tournaments. And there was someone who got, I remember, like 600 and something, and they won the tournament. So there's a lot of zombies to kill, man.
It's a lot of zombies.
Damn. All right, Diamond Hands, we have your competitor that just stepped in, KevDog20. I'm loving the numbers here. So we're gonna have KevDog come on.
Bro.
KevDog, you're there. Can you hear us? Check 1 2. This better not be a browser-based game.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are, KevDog. How we doing?
Comment on that too. So it's not what we're going to be doing is not running a browser-based version and a client version. We're working with a group that is actually using blockchain technology to give us computing power so they can basically create a node from anywhere in the country where they're running like a Bitcoin mine and then using that computing power to run the game through a browser. So it's not something we're developing 2 separate versions. We're partnering with a technology firm that has access to nodes all over the world. And we can use their computing power. You can run this game on the shittiest MacBook Air that you had in college. We've tried it on a lot of different terrible games because what's the biggest piece of feedback for us? Hey, my PC isn't strong enough to play the graphics, right? That is the biggest pain point. And we're basically going to be eliminating that, throwing it out the window. Or my parents have like a computer from like 2003. And I was playing Undead Blocks using the nodes from the blockchain tech. It's basically run through the cloud. I don't want to get into all the details, but it's super cutting edge tech. And we're going to be using it. We're basically in a pilot program with one of these groups that's, piloting this sort of technology where they have, Bitcoin rigs, but you can basically use their computing power and use it to run your game in a browser.
So it's basically pixel streaming, but you're just using unused GPUs from Bitcoin mining.
Correct.
Amazing. Actually, you
And
just
someone asked earlier why we were bullish on Undead blocks, and I just like the things that Grant is just spouting off, like using unused computing power from Bitcoin miners to run Undead blocks so anyone can play in a browser-based game. Like, number one, what the fuck, and number two, that's fucking awesome. Like, that is crazy. The amount of stuff couldn't be more bullish. All right, Diamond Hands, appreciate the time tonight, sir. What was your score again? 300 and.
So it was actually 298 to be completely honest.
298. Okay, thank you. Your Boy Scout is showing, and we appreciate it thoroughly. Diamond
Kev Dog,
Hands.
I hope you get better.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You
All
will.
right. All right. Well,
Hope
let's
so,
see. Kev Dog. All right, pull it up. Let's see what. You go ahead and share your screen, and we'll get a round going
What's
so
up,
everyone
Kev?
can watch this wonderful.
It's good to see you, Grant. So, do I share my screen through? I guess the
Share your
same...
screen through Melon. There should be a little button down there, and it should give you the option
And
to
I
share.
have to change something because I'm on my laptop. I'm gonna play on my desktop. So.
Ooh. All right. Log in on the desktop.
I'm on the
If
desktop,
that's
so
okay.
I can
use the
let me
same
just
link.
join. I'll use the same link.
And you don't even have to show your screen on the other one. You can just share your screen on the other one. Or excuse me, show your face on the other one. Unless you have two cameras and we could do like
Yeah, I was
one,
thinking I would
two.
show my face here, and somehow I didn't know how you
there
were
we
linking
go.
me to the game. but
There
all
we
good.
go. We'll do this. We'll do this one. Yep.
I want to ask Grant what he was just touching on. Could you elaborate more exactly how that's going to work, or how that does work with using GPUs that are mining to supply power in some way to support the game? As I used to do GPU mining on a big scale, at least until Ethereum screwed everybody, and we all know what happened there.
Right. Oh, Becky, what you want to go?
Ethereum.
Yeah, I mean, listen, from our perspective, we have been in touch, and this is by being a part of, the Animoca Brands family. We got in touch with a group. Their name is Meta One. They run a Meta One network. You go to m1nk.io, and so basically the platform that they're building for us there are test nodes that can run our game in 1080p, and they're able to do that by attaching to a node that they're already running. So for example, the node that I hit is Toronto. I live in Buffalo. So when you go to that website, you can look to see where they're actually running all the nodes. I click, okay, connect to this node. And using cloud computing power I don't know all of the details, but basically they are able to run the game via the cloud using the computing power from the node that they've already set up. So it's something that they're already running the node for other purposes, and we're just tapping into that power, and we're able to basically use this browser to then run the game. And you can play the game completely on any browser that you have a computer with. So more to come. We're going to start demoing this kind of stuff. It's not ready yet. There's some tweaking we have to do in terms of key mapping for mobile. There's a lot we have to do, but we have been testing this. So when people ask us all the time, like, what are we doing behind the scenes? This is a big one. And I think it's going to help us really onboard thousands of people that don't have a TI 3080 or TI 3090. We can tap into some of the technology from our partner, the sister groups, and then really just expand the reach of our game.
And our poor Mac people pouring out for myself and folks like us with our M1s and our.
And you're getting 60 FPS too. I consistently 60.
Dude, sick. Dude, that's wild. Also, I know, Grant, you did say that. Yeah, I want to make sure that I'm being respectful of your time. I know you had to head out right after the show. What time do you actually have to leave?
I got another half an hour for me.
All right. Kev Dog, let's get the gaming going, buddy.
And we got to get to a giveaway too.
I just got it.
We got to do a giveaway.
All
right, he's just got it. He's just getting it worked, getting it pulled up. All right, and then yes. So basically, I was gonna give it away to the winner. Whatever the giveaway was, with Grant, if you want to announce what the giveaway is going
it's
to
easily
be.
$50 Undead token.
Hey, there we go.
In this economy,
I know, like
Maybe we can
Jesus.
get there, right? I am
Did
very
the bag
comfortable in
was that too
announcing
heavy?
We
Yeah.
will be doing loot coffins. So every time I'm on, with Becca and Ryan. We'll give away some loot coffins on stream. We'll have the animation. We'll give away the contents to community members. The next time I'm on, I guarantee you that system will be fully functional and live. You'll be able to go to undeadblocks.com, purchase a loot coffin, check it out, besides the GameStop Marketplace drop. So we will be able to give away a lot more stuff once we're able to basically give away some of these cosmetics. But for now, $50 Undead token. Do with it as you must.
All right.
It's a cool way to keep you guys involved.
All right, Kev Dog, let's see. I see you. I don't know if this is a different screen or if you've shared your screen, and I can pull it up now.
Yeah, I'm starting to share my screen now.
All right. And this is the competition for a good old 50 Zbux. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll be super rich with the 50 Z-Bucks.
I know. Hey, man.
That's something better
Everyone
than nothing.
counts, honestly,
I
in
know.
this economy.
In this economy.
This economy.
Yeah.
Play economy.
The play
In this
economy.
play
Welcome.
economy.
I know. In this play economy.
What is going on?
Becca, what you been up to, by the way? I feel like we haven't caught up. How you
I
been?
know. I'm so excited for Thanksgiving. I'm very
Yeah. Are you
thankful.
going places? Oh yeah. What are you thankful for? You dropped out when we were all giving thanks.
I'm thankful for Puff Daddy.
Oh, where?
I love this guy. It's the best.
Yeah.
I know someone in the audience will probably be very happy with that.
Good. And then, what's coming up? What are some things coming up in your world? Anything exciting?
Honestly, our Basel is like 2 weeks away. I'll be speaking at Decentral. I'll be at Web3 Summit. NFT Now is doing the Gateway, which is actually a free event in Miami. They're doing like a 4-day conference with, it's like NFT Now. It's MoonPay, who has all the monies. I mean, they got so lucky. They closed a $550 million round in November 2021.
I know. And then everything went. Yeah.
Great. I mean, as long as they didn't have it on FTX.
Talk about runway.
In a shitcoin,
I know.
they're good.
Well, I want to touch on the FTX thing because
Yay.
Always back to FTX. Yeah.
What FTX thing? What are you talking about? Yeah.
We had spoken to them about a potential listing. We've been looking to different. We are U.S. based, so we've been talking to different U.S. based exchanges, and the way that their token listing team interacted with us was so appalling, uniquely appalling. Where the terms and conditions are just so random. Like, we listed on Gate, and so you pay a marketing fee. You put down a deposit for the token just so you make sure it's not rugging, right? That we've had that exact same interaction with dozens of different exchanges. It's just a matter of making the terms work for us. With FTX, they mandated that you put funds on FTX, which we don't use. I don't use FTX.
Right.
We're not speculators. Like, I'm not yield farming.
Yeah.
And
all right, kick it off, Kev Dog. Kick it off.
I was just trying to ask, did he do a normal solo or what did he do?
It was whatever the 10-minute one was, I think.
I guess
AKM. He did the AK.
He did what?
The AK massacre.
KG paying attention to them details. There you go.
The AKM assault. Okay.
So FTX also had a first in, first out policy with any of the ventures that they took, where they got the best valuation and they were able. It's called like first in, first out. Crypto.com Ventures also does something similar. Not financial advice to you on research. If you guys see something that's invested with Crypto.com Ventures, they have a specific first in, first out clause where they have the right to reserve and basically dump the token when they list the currency on your exchange. So not great. There were definitely rumblings. We were very close to a lot of Solana projects, and we could tell that there were cracks about 6 months ago once you guys saw Luna and 3AC. But we figured when SBF went on that tirade and started trying to make these acquisitions that they either did another round or they had raised 7 figures or 10 figures. They were able to really bring in the dollars. I mean, SBF walked around and said that he was the most prestigious raiser of all time. Like, that's great.
He shit rainbows, as far as I was to understand up until recently.
It's extremely unfortunate. We built this game off $1.5 million. Like, what could we do with $500 million? Like, I don't.
Are you kidding me?
We did it.
That's
we did this off
crazy.
$1.5 million.
Probably squander it. Let's be real, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Well,
these
how
are
else are you supposed to buy properties in the Bahamas for your parents?
Millions
Yeah.
of dollars of properties.
Yeah, for 2 Stanford professors that make $450,000 a year, and then all of a sudden they have $121 million in
Whoa,
property.
no.
And you're
If I got his family, it was 16 million. I think it was 16.
oh yeah, 16 million.
Or 11.6, which is still, I mean, that's many more millions than collective 800K a year.
Yo, I'm just saying, KevDog is slaying right now. Also, the graphics look really, really good right now on this.
Appreciate
the gameplay looks absurd. Got to put it out there. Definitely
What?
browser-based play right now is what's going on.
No, 4K. I think it's like 4K upscaled.
Yeah,
Yeah, wait,
Oh my-
what are you running this on? Because there's no lag on the stream.
I know.
I have a 3080, an Asus TUF 3080.
Okay.
Like I said
Okay,
earlier, I did
okay.
do Ethereum mining. I actually had a bunch of them, and I still do. But
Wanna
unfortunately,
spin
now
up
they're not.
some, pixel streaming off of them?
Yeah, I know. So you got to spin up some Undead Blocks nodes. Here you go. Do the streaming for someone else.
If Grant wants to give me the details, I still have all the rigs. They're just sitting now. So, not doing anything.
KevDog, you'll be one of the first.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, there's a
This is
dog
my
on the stream. I need to know what's
Yes.
happening.
This is my dog Olive. She's 2 years old.
Oh my
She's a
God.
fan of Undead Blocks.
Is she a
I
golden?
can tell.
She is a golden, purebred.
Oh my goodness.
She started whining. She
Puppy
was very
real.
sad because she
Mm.
needs attention. So
Yeah.
Oh my
she's
God,
gonna get
who's
some attention.
Who's Slayer Wolf? Is that like a dog reference?
Slayer Wolf is he actually does the what is it, Z Nation or
So we have a daily
news.
show on Twitch called Zombie News Network. Slayer Wolf
Zombie
is our
News
host.
Network.
So, but
Mhm.
he does have the wolf in there because he's like a wolf. He actually dressed up as a wolf for Halloween. So
Oh.
Yeah. Raised by wolves. All right. Perfect.
Oh.
All right, so right now this is the main map. Just so for all the people that are still here for the games, this is the main map right now. When you guys are launching, you're going to be able to do squads in this map.
correct.
And if you own the Genesis NFTs right now, they're about $100, or you get really, really lucky on the GameStop NFT drop, you will be able to do some play to earn mechanics.
Apocalypse packs too.
Apocalypse packs.
So this is a good conversation for you guys. Learning lesson here.
Yeah.
We ran a program called Stake to Mint. So we have a governance
Okay.
token, Undead token, which is on Gate, Uniswap, soon to be more exchanges.
Not
So
FTX.
you could acquire the token, not FTX. We can assure you that. You could acquire the token, stake it, and mint an Apocalypse pack, which you can use for daily earning. Now,
Yeah.
you also earn APY. Now, we've been talking with our legal counsel, GameStop's legal counsel, other groups that have advised us that any token pretty much coming out in the United States with the United States-based team, they're going to be flagged as a security within less than 6 months. They're going to be flagged as a security because it's passive income. I don't see it that way, but we have to play by the rules. So we did shut off the stake to mint. So there's about 550 packs that were minted from people that were staking the Undead token, the governance token.
Wow.
But if you guys are invested in other different projects and you see 30, 60, 90% APY, like the government is watching, like they're not stupid, and they're basically coming out and they've made the decision that this stuff will be regulated as a security, not a governance token, not a utility token. I disagree. We have a full legal opinion, U.S. legal opinion, that our token is a utility token, not a security. But it is something that kind of forced our hand a little bit. Now we're giving utility to the token by saying, okay, Beck, if you want to buy a $10 loot coffin, you can pay $7 in Undead. So now you're getting a discount and those tokens will be burned. Like Ryan, if you want to basically go ape and get $700 in tokens, like you'd save $300 if you just use the governance token and then those will be burned. So that counteracts the supply unlocks that will be coming through VCs, other groups. And we don't have a lot of VCs on our cap table. Like we only raised 4% in our seed round, but like Shrapnel, our competitors, they did 27% in their seed round. So they also raised $11 million. Like they're in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean,
they got a lot of cash. So we didn't want to dilute the value of the token. I think we can generate serious revenue through NFTs. It starts with GameStop drop on the 1st. We need these gamers in. Like I said, that 6 million players are going to get emails at some point next week to, hey, we're doing this drop. Like that's a lot of people. So we're excited to potentially get these people in. They know nothing about Web3, chain agnostic, crypto agnostic, skill agnostic. It's everything agnostic for me.
Everything agnostic.
Yeah, just agnosticity.
I'm agnostic.
Yeah.
I'm really loving these graphics right now. This is just
Yeah, this is I'm blown away because I did play a couple
Appreciate
rounds to warm up just in case I had to watch live or I had to play live. So I did play a couple rounds, and I will say it's running way smooth on the M1 Mac now versus before when my system almost burnt down.
Mac? I thought you said it was a 30.
No. Oh well, no. So this is on mine.
On his, yeah. I was gonna say I don't have any Macs.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
Gaming.
Yeah, SXBet. Next time you need to up your sponsorship dollars, so Daddy Ryan can get a a PC and play some real games. But beside the point. But I was like incredibly impressed by the upgrade, and so now you have this like just agnostic to machine, agnostic to everything, and then once it's on mobile, like it doesn't matter as long as you have an internet connection, you can play. I have one question though: is in the group team play, is there chat, like cross team chat, voice chat that can be happening in game?
Yep.
Ooh,
of course.
Sick.
Like,
Is there going to be proximity chat?
You gotta
Okay.
kill
Well,
zombies.
there's no proximity because everyone will be in the same group. So if
Right,
you're
in
playing
the same
2v2, you guys are going to be talking
Yeah.
shit to each other the entire time.
Yeah,
We're not
So
putting
that's
a
what
filter on it right now. It's again, if there are blatant abusers with language or
Right.
racism or sexism,
like all
whatever,
the terrible
like, we'll-
things. Yeah.
it's gonna come at some point, but like fuck it. Like we want to basically live in a utopia for the first month where people can do
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah,
if
'cause
we hear
this
that
is-
people are coming in and soliciting like different crypto offers and speculation. Like I mean, and we don't know what's.
Well,
gonna
that's what
happen.
I'm going to be doing in there. I'm going to be pumping UST. All right, whenever.
You're literally just gonna be like SX bets.
Yeah. Just ask us.
You're gonna
By the
read that
way,
bit- you're gonna read that bit from earlier of SX.bet.
I'm so grateful
Hey.
for SX bets.
I'm just, sometimes I just have to give thanks. All right. Sometimes I just have to give thanks. It's just going to be SX bet shills day in and day out.
I think we've got a clear winner at this point. I hate to say it.
I know 274, 275. It's close. It's getting down.
Getting
Don't call
The,
it too soon. I mean, I could.
I know.
oh man, I think I might have threw you off your game. Yeah.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood. But yeah, so I think what's great about so the reason I bring up the chat part is I see all the videos that you see that like go quote unquote viral is like when there's some random person that you're playing and that you hear their chat through your system and like you have like the kid like the 12-year-olds that are like wailing like this fucking game and like things like but those
like you,
videos are
Ryan.
great. Yes, just like me. Like I will wail and whine all the way
Hello?
until there's some
Nobody's there.
nice cheese or whatever. You need some zombies to kill. 297. Here we go. 298.
To the left.
300. 301. It looks like tonight we may diamond hand 369. I'm sorry. That it's happening in this way, right on the internet, live for everyone to see. But got trapped. Oh,
Wow.
310.
right there at the end.
Wow.
Wow.
How much time do I have left?
You had like a minute.
I think
left,
yeah, like a
30
minute.
seconds, maybe. I think
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
pretty close.
Well, hey.
I was
You
also
took the
trying
win.
to focus on what was being discussed, but thank you.
You got the dub,
Yeah.
Kev Dog. You've
You
been
got
home
the
with
dub.
us when you won. You deserve it.
I appreciate you guys. It's good to be here.
Where's the what?
The
Oh,
sound
thanks. Oh yeah, holy shit! I forgot. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
I was like a mute at the beginning of the show. There you go.
Yeah.
Ryan,
here
you
you
had
go.
one
Here you go. You
job,
got the
though.
crowd. I know. And
Guy
the
makes
the
his
worst
bed
part
and
about
can't
it.
give us a count.
I want to touch on
Look at that
something Grant said earlier. The Call of Duty
Yeah.
games have gone downhill like after every single game for the most part. I started Call of Duty Zombies myself way back in the beginning of World at War, and it seemed to sort of be going uphill in some ways until like Black Ops 3, sort of Black Ops 4, but after that, it's done. I've not been really touching any of those other games. Really glad to find this. I invested in Undead for multiple reasons. Tokenomics is the biggest one. If you're going to invest a lot of money like I did to get my my weapon pack, I mean, you could be somebody who just loves zombies and you could just dive in too. But, you know, I've been in crypto for a while, so I do understand some tokenomics. And I think that they have something that is very unique that I haven't seen anywhere else. So for people that are here that never heard of Undead blocks or anything like that, yeah, the game is really cool. And, you know, to touch on what was discussed earlier, it isn't really a great and fair comparison to say, okay, well, Call of Duty Zombies is better in all these ways. Well, this is not a full game yet. And even though it's not a full game, look at it now. I mean, it's good. But do I play it all the time right now? No, because it's quite repetitive. I play it sometimes, but not super often. You know, the tournaments are great. But when we have multiplayer, when we have the blood boxes and the drops and all this other stuff, it's going to go to another level. But I really am a huge fan of the tokenomics and the way that the rewards are distributed, especially when scholarship comes in. People are quitting, and you have a hard time with these game platforms when the token that they're earning is not at a set valuation, because they're earning a token that they're like, okay, I'm excited, it's worth this much. And then a week later, FTX happens or whatever happens, and the market plummets. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, sorry, I have to quit because whatever. And it's like, yeah, sure, that's the reason you're quitting, you know. But with Undead, that's not going to happen, right? Because you're going to be at a set value. So when they pick up your weapon pack, renting it from you, whatever it is, however exactly it works out, you're probably going to have somebody who's going to keep coming back to the game because it's fun, and they're not going to say, well, I don't like my earnings have been depleted or anything like that. You know, so that's something that's huge that Undead has done right. And well, a lot of things they've been doing right. But yeah, that's something I really
Can we start an Undead chant? And it's only because I have the button. Undead, 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 undead.
Kev Dog was not paid for this spot.
Yeah.
No. I invested a lot. You know, I got the big.
Hey, he got paid 50 Zbux tonight for winning, not for the spot. Yeah.
I also wanted to point out
50 Zbux is only $5. He got $50 Undead.
Oh,
$50
Undead
today, right? It's $5 today, and it's going to stay that way. If I don't sell it right now, it's going to stay that way, right?
Yeah.
And I'm keeping something maybe not everybody knows. All of my gold bucks I've been holding on to, because there's going to be things coming soon where we can use our gold bucks to upgrade weapons or whatever it's going to be, and we're going to need them to buy other weapon packs, I believe. Is that, can you say how that works? I think you've announced that.
Correct.
So we're going to use the gold bucks.
You can do anything with them. You can upgrade your weapons. You can get cosmetics. You get loot coffins. You're going to have access to a lot of different
but we need to, I think they're used to get the rest of the guns that I don't have in my zombies pack, which I'm going to need to get all of them. And then when I get those guns, I'm going to upgrade them to level 9, and then hopefully be one of the first people to get the wave gun. I believe you renamed it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Indigo.
Indigo. I was trying to remember Indigo or Wendigo.
There we go.
Let me share this too. For those of you guys don't know what the blood box is, so basically this is what it looks like. You guys see this?
Hold on. Let me pull it up. Look at that shiny thing.
Now,
so it is like Mario Kart. When you said like Mario Kart, I was like, what are you actually talking about? Like, no, like we can.
Crazy. Well, we are crazy. We're cold-blooded killers. But like, so basically, how this works is, if you've ever played Call of Duty Zombies, you get specific perks like double points, insta kill. They just drop randomly. This is going to drop, and this is going to have additional ways to fuck with each other or power yourself
just like
up.
RNGesus. All right.
Exactly. But this will also be green. So there will be a green box, and that's called a Zbox, and that will be your earning mechanism. So they'll appear randomly. The more waves you survive, the higher chance you get a green Zbox, which it could have the regular Zbucks, which you can use to upgrade your weapons, or it could have the gold Zbucks, which you can use to swap for any crypto in our treasury.
And it's not exactly going to be that easy either with some of these Z boxes. What you guys don't know is all the houses open up.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was part of the chant.
Well, I was just saying the game. It's going to be different. Those boxes might be in an upstairs of one of the houses.
Right. There's going to be different ways where you can trigger them. If you get input in higher leverage situations, if you're just plowing into the basement, which is a very high risk spot in our map, you might have a higher chance of triggering a Z-Box. So it's all done via algorithm, and we can set the amount of Z-Box that we're distributing fixed. So now, okay, we know what the burn is from our treasury. We just generate revenue through cosmetics, through loot coffins, giving you ways to burn the Zbux. That's why we have 2 actuaries on staff that have basically modeled out our entire economy. And we're looking at this. We're running our organization like an insurance company. Generate revenue, generate premium, allocate it out to players organically, sustainably. They're like claims. It's very high tech what we're doing, but this only works, and it only works if we get to 50,000 daily active players. And you do that through mobile. You do that through no client. You also have the client for people that want to play all of our games, within the Wagyu client. But that's how you can win, and also getting volume on exchanges, making some serious noise from a crypto perspective. It really is going to help us as well. So that really is the map. That's the roadmap. We're going live with this thing at the end of December, if not the first 2 weeks of January. So we're excited.
I now have the game that my brother and I usually try and pick a game to play over the holiday breaks. And if you get it out in time, this will be the game, Grant. Not to put another fire under you, but that is what we will be playing. Yeah. Well, it has been a lot.
The recent update that you did with the changing of the weapons was amazing. That was like taking it to a brand new level for me. And I talked to other people. The roulette thing was it was kind of very, very close to gun game. I mean, if you did exactly gun game, that would be also amazing. But it was
just a little tip.
It was so close.
Ryan, the king of chat roulette, and soon to be the king of firearms roulette.
So I know. Here we go.
Switch your weapons every 30 seconds, and anyway. So soon it will be 22 different weapons. You could just be stuck with Molotov cocktails for 30 seconds. You're just chucking them at the zombies. Like a lot of different ways to make it fun and fresh.
Yeah, we all felt as soon as it switched us to the pistol, it was just like, there goes my speed run here. It's done. Pistol again, twice in a row. Yeah, no, I'm good. Like it's over. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I think that game mode alone will probably have gotten a lot more people to come in and say, okay, wow, if they can do this, what else can they do, and what else is going to come? That's huge.
Well, Kev Dog, Diamond Hands, Grant, KG, Beckatron, thank you all for coming on tonight.
Absolutely.
Papa Ryan is getting sleepy. It has been fun. Of course, we have to throw one in here just because keep that excitement going into this evening. But thank you all. Thank you, chat, for showing up. We love you all, each individually and equally, unlike my children. This has been a wonderful play economy. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. We'll talk soon, all right?
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. See you, everyone.